we are. Funnily enough, you're given full access to the Mega Buster, but not your special weapons. Either way, the police are chasing this red car, and the red car is your objective.
Stop! Stop it!
Don't shoot the cops. Stop it! Oh. Not sure if that's going to show in recording, but my screen just turned black for a minute. Anyways. Just as your buster managed to affect the cop car, it'll affect the red car that they're chasing. You know, the ineffectiveness of the city streets here are just really laid bare. Like, what are they going to do in a getaway car? They can't go anywhere.
Wow, we weren't doing anything!
Oh, that voice sounds familiar, doesn't it? Yep, Servbots!
Help! 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 He's gonna get us!
Gotta keep shooting at their car. I probably should equip a higher range buster part, actually.
We better get out of here.
Yeah, they can be a little bit of a pain to deal with, but they're almost done.
We didn't do anything!
They didn't
This is
do
a
anything.
mistake, a misunderstanding.
Yeah, we already know that that voice belongs to the Servbots, and that they are
don't
in
you
with the
listen
Bog
to us?
Pirates. Obviously, they're bad. Let's get them.
Wow, we weren't doing anything!
Come on.
Help! 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 He's gonna get us!
Oh! I didn't even think of this. Yeah, I was hitting them to very little success. So let's say we equip the sniper scope. Hopefully I can afford this. Anyways, yeah. While we're on the police car, we can just do this.
We better get out of here.
A little bit awkward, though. Come on. Doesn't really work well with the corners. There we go! Bam! And there go the Servbots. Complete without their briefcase full of money. You got a trunk full of cash. And here you are posed with a very interesting decision. You can either hand it over to the inspector, who is right there, or you can just leave. Nothing's stopping you from just leaving with the money. And in fact, that's what we're gonna do. Do you want to keep the money? Yes. You got 200,000 zen. And Mega Man instantly turns pitch black. Remember I said there was a morality decision later where no matter what you do, it's like you're either going to be getting a lot of good or you're going to go all the way down? This was it. This is what you look like when you are as dark gets. I came down here as soon as I saw the news on TV. I'm an action junkie. I love watching stuff like this as it happens. Okay, you're not going to say anything about it. But yeah, if you hand it over to the inspector, it counts as a lot of good. But you also don't get nearly as much money. I believe you get like 10 or 20,000 zenny. But it also has another effect too. I'll go over that in a minute. First, I want to just show this now while we are in dark mode. So, talk to the junk shop lady. Bye. What do you want? Like she's very abrupt and... What? go up in cost? I could have sworn that it increased the price of items. You'll regret it if you don't buy something just because you don't want to spend any money. You always buy what you need when you need it. I must be getting a couple of wires crossed here. But I know that there is some impact to this. I don't think anyone I need to talk to is gonna say anything, though. That's really weird. Okay, so maybe all the stuff I was going on before about holding on to some of the morality decisions until later are a little bit unwarranted. But I could have sworn that if you were dark enough, shop prices would increase. And then if you're light enough, they decrease. Either that or they do, and I was already a bit dark and just didn't notice it and was losing out on the value. It's entirely possible. There's a reason I don't mess with the morality system in this, because this is the extent of it. It's very rudimentary, and you hardly ever have to do anything with it. I don't know. It feels like they could have done more with it. There's a groundwork here that could have been taken to some crazy new levels, and if they ever did make a new game in this series, I would love to see that idea fleshed out more. Because morality systems in games is one of my favorite things, like RPGs and stuff. But anyways, before anything else, I want to go talk to Mr. Inspector, because I think he's going to have something to say on the matter. Oh, it's you, Mega Man. Who would have thought that little kid had planted bombs in the city? I'm sorry. I never should have gotten you involved in something like that. Well, come by and see us again sometime. Talk about the bombs. I'm not going to talk to him again just yet. I actually want to talk to the police themselves. We had no idea it wasn't a robbery. One of the things a police officer has to remember is not to jump to conclusions. Gather all the facts first. That's what we need to remember to do. Yeah, turns out that what we stopped was not a robbery. We haven't yet told the inspector, but we just got a call from the bank. Apparently, those little yellow fellows had just come to borrow some money. The problem is we haven't been able to find the trunk yet, so we can't give those people their money back. I don't think this is going to go away anytime soon. Yep. The only reason that happened was because they were affiliated with the pirates. So they assumed that when they walk out of the bank with a trunk full of cash, that it was stolen. And in fact, if you do hand the trunk over to the inspector, not only do you get a tiny sum of cash, but the servbots actually open up their own business in town. It doesn't really serve any purpose, it's just a little bit of flavor and it's a nice thing to do. But realistically speaking, the money is the better reward for some of the options that we'll have coming up shortly. And I mean very shortly. Heck, even buying the Kevlar jacket Omega makes it a bit worthwhile. Regardless, there are now 2 more things that I would like to do. Actually, 3. First and foremost, let's put some of that ill-gotten money to good use. And finish this. Start by fixing the house we blew up. Next, we're gonna fix the condos. Hey, yeah, this whole thing is why I waited to do this, because I wanted to use this as a means to get the morality back, get back to being not pitch black Mega Man. Next, let's upgrade the equipment in the hospital. We need 15,000 Zen. Wow, that's a lot of money! I can pay for that. Why, thank you, Mega Man. Thank you very much. I forgot to voice that before. What happened? Oh, Nothing. Just came to see you. Oh my. Why, Mega Man, I'm happy to see you too. I don't quite know what to say. Thank you. Yeah, you can just come by and say hi. But more importantly, we have finished paying for repairs to the city. Next, we're going to pay another visit to our buddy the Inspector. I know we were just here, but I wanted to take care of that first. Hey, Mega Man. I could use your help with something. A man came to us saying he's lost the money he was going to use to build his house. Poor fella. I'd like you to see if you can find the bag this fella dropped. The owner of the bag is out there in the lobby. You should go talk to him. Yep, there's another police mission for us. And ironically, it's about someone who just had lost some money. What? In underground cities? More likely than you think. Okay, let's be this guy. Oh, where could I have left it? Pretty sure I had it when I went to the electronics shop. I've been saving for years so I could build my dream house too. Oh, what am I gonna do? Well, that seems to be the man that the inspector was talking about, and he even gave us our first clue. But before we go there, I have one other stop I would like to make. Here in Uptown, two things I want to do. First, we just upgraded the hospital's equipment. Let's say we take a look at it. See how Ira's doing. Oh, she's no longer here. Don't get caught on the hedge. Have you come to visit Ira? She's in room 305. Please use the door over to your right.
Hey, Mega Man! Look! Look, I can walk again! The nurse told me that you bought them a machine that fixed my leg. Thank you. Here, this is for you. I found it when I was out for a walk.
You got the flower pearl.
Come back and see me again.
You know, this is a touching moment and all, but why does she say again as if she has like a British accent or something? I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, this new machine is here, and it helps Ira walk. This too. Makes you wonder what was actually wrong. Like, what is it? Just like she had a broken leg, or was she paralyzed? I don't know. I'm thinking way too much about this. Either way, it is great that she is all fixed up. And I forget what this is for. Diamond, useful as an energy Oh, okay, I know what that's for. I know what that's for. Getting all sorts of items for Roll to make something, but the last several times we've gone to her, she hasn't been able to make a thing. And there's only one special weapon left to make. Interesting, isn't it? Anyways, we have a ton of relics from our digs, so let's say we donate them all to the museum.
That's a funny looking thing you've got there. It looks like a hibachi or something.
Oh, the heater.
Maybe they use it in the dungeons when it gets cold. Why don't we call it a fire pot and put it on display?
Even Reaver bots get cold in the winter.
Thank you. That's a catalog spell. They're found only on this island. No one knows what they're used for. Is it okay if I put this on display?
It's a bell. It's used as to make sounds, usually for signals of some kind.
That's quite a find you've got there. It's called a giant horn. Maybe you've seen some rich people on TV with these on display in their houses? They're worth a lot. Would you let me put it on display here, please?
I mean, you did ask nicely.
Thank you. Where did you find that? That's an antique shield. Relics like that are classified as Grade 2 national treasures. Some Reaverbot was probably using it to protect itself. You'll let me put it on display, won't you?
I mean, sure, if I want a Reaverbot shield, there's like 10 of them in the main gate alone. Did I mention the main gate's open?
Thank you.
I don't know why it's a Grade 2 treasure.
That's a Reaverbot eye. Look at it. It's so beautiful the way the light goes through that translucent red. These are Grade 1 national treasures. There have been lots of diggers who've disappeared in the dungeons looking for these. That would be the star attraction for any museum. Would it really be all right if I put it on display here?
I mean, how many Reaverbots do I see on a daily basis? I'm pretty sure I could pluck one of their eyes if I want another one.
Thank you.
Kind of ironic the eye is worth more than the shield. And before I talk to her again, we're gonna exit. Give her all of 5 seconds to put the displays up, and time's up. Let's take a look at our cherished treasures. Fire pot. Pot of mysterious origin found in the Yacht Plains. Named for his resemblance to a hibachi. I guess. There sure are a lot of exhibits now, aren't there? Quite a variety, too. Everything from the cute to the bizarre. This is the bell. Cadillac's bell. Found in the Closerwood subgate. Named for its bell-like shape. I mean, yeah. I look at that and I say, yeah, no one knows what that's used for. But, yeah, there's a Reaverbot eye on it. There's Reaverbot eyes on this. And then there is the Reaverbot eye itself. Reaverbot eye. Grade 1 national treasure found in the main gate. As the name indicates, believed to be the eye of a giant Reaverbot. Okay, if they're specifying giant, I can think of a couple of those I fought, but none that are still alive. Antique shield. Grade 2 national treasure. Apparently used by Reaverbots for protection. I mean, it's obviously different than the shields of the current shield Reaverbots, and much more well-designed. I phrased that with very bad grammar. Believed to be the horn or fang of an animal-shaped Reaverbot, often found in rocky areas above ground. Interesting. Oh, the first time you weren't voice acted. What do you know? Do you see how many people are coming here now? Every day, more and more people come here to see what's in the exhibition hall. There's nothing I could have wanted more to see. People to come and enjoy my museum. Thank you so much. You're supposed to get something. Oh, probably you. She's so beautiful. I had no idea the curator was so lovely. She's worked about herself. No? We came here to have one of my uncle's statues evaluated. It's an old crystal figurine. He says there's a terrible power sealed inside, and that it's really dangerous. We're thinking about getting rid of it. Do you want it? Yes! Okay, you can have it. Don't blame me if something happens to you because of it. You've got Prism Crystal. And if you'll notice, Mega Man is no longer dark. The museum is worth a lot of good guy points. So, it basically completely reverted the 200,000 Zenny. This is why I waited so long to donate anything else. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have donated anything for a while. But more importantly, the Prism Crystal. That item you can only get after donating everything to the exhibition hall. That girl will not be there otherwise. The Prism Crystal is basically your reward for doing the entire thing. And with that, I believe we finally have what it takes to make the last special weapon. But first things first, let's be nice to Roll. What a wonderful little ring! Did you really find it underground? It's so nice! Is it really that nice? Well, rings have a special rings have a special meaning to women, you know. Is it really special? I had to. Why don't you keep it? You mean I can have it? Wow, thank you so much, Mega Man. I promise I'll always wear it. Unfortunately, I don't think it shows on our model. Let's go and check the item development, though. Ta-da! Here we go! The X-Buster, Prism Crystal, and weapon plans were used to make the Shining Laser! I had no idea I'd be able to make a weapon this powerful. It almost frightens me. This is an arm-mounted laser! The beam is so highly focused that it will shoot right through a single enemy and keep on going. You can use it to destroy multiple enemies in one shot. Oh, and the plastique was used to make the buster part Power Blaster L. This buster part will not only increase your firing range, but your firepower as well. You'll probably get the most out of it in a wide open space. In other words, this would have been very helpful to have during the sub-cities. The Gatling part and Flower Pearl were used to make the buster part Gatling Gun. With this part, you can fire more shots at once. Not only that, but your firepower and range are improved as well. It's like an all-in-one package. And with that, Shining Laser. Let's go do it right there. It's not something too impressive, do they? Well, let's take a look. Yeah, that's weapon. Attack 50,000 Zenny, 50,000 Zenny, 25,000 Zenny. Neither of these can be enhanced. Trust me, you want to upgrade its energy. This thing drains fast. 100,000 Zenny for the next tier. And I'm buying it. This weapon is that good. And yes! 200,000 Zenny for a final upgrade. And you want that upgrade. Well, we'll have to get the upgrade on that a little bit later. For now, there is one last thing we're going to do before wrapping things up. And that is help out that poor man who lost his money. We got a little sidetracked with the advent of the deadly Shining Laser. We'll have to see just how deadly we're talking next time. But for now, I'm going to head down to Apple Market. And actually, before I go, I'm gonna just take one last look at the front door, please. Okay, one last look at the junk shop. What do you want to do? What do you want? 120,000. No, it doesn't change. Is there anything else I can? Bolt launcher ain't book. Wait, I still got. Oh yeah, well I'm thinking about it. Buster parts. The Gatling Gun. Attack at range +1, energy +4. That is a very good item. And the Power Blaster L is attack +2, range +1. Not that fantastic. The Gatling Gun, though, is great. In fact, I'm going to put that on right now. Alright, so now here we are at the Staple Electronics store. Maybe the clerk knows something. Huh? Someone carrying a bag? Yeah, I saw him. He said he had lots of money, so I tried to get him to buy something. But he didn't buy anything! He said that it wasn't his money to spend. He left saying he was gonna get something to eat. Something to eat, huh? Well, there are a couple of food stalls around here, but probably means one of the bakeries. Let's take a look. Once this is all over with, we'll give you a special deal. All the bread you can eat! Well, that's nice, but not what I'm looking for. Maybe jet lag? Welcome! Huh? A middle-aged man carrying a bag? Well, he bought some bread and then left, saying he had something to look up. I don't think a single piece of bread will be enough of a meal for a grown man, but... something to look up, huh? Well, unless he has a cell phone with internet, which is unlikely, we are probably going to the library. Hello, Gary. A man carrying a bag? Yeah, I saw him. He looked like he was having some kind of problem breathing. Like he had something stuck in his throat. Maybe he went looking for something to drink? I know that's a lady, but I don't care. It looks like Gary. Anyway, something to drink. Oh, maybe he went to a vending machine. Let's see. There are a couple of those around here. I think you are actually who I want to talk to. Middle-aged man carrying a bag? Well, I did see a man who didn't look well buy some juice. But he didn't have a bag, though. If it's the same man, he must have lost it before coming here. Why don't you ask around? Don't you watch detective stories on TV? That's the first step of any investigation. Find suspects and question them. I've been questioning everyone, lady! I wonder if everything's gonna be alright? I'm also worried about those poor pirates. Oh, even the townsfolk care. Though I wonder why. Like, I get why Mega Man and Roll care, because they firsthand witnessed their freaking airship explode. And it's like they were responsible. Boy, that old guy really made me angry. Old guy, huh? But yeah, like, I don't quite get why it is that the townsfolk that they were plundering care so much. If going inside the main gate will cause a legendary disaster to happen, I'd rather not go. But at the same time, I get the feeling that if you don't do anything, something just as bad will happen. Alright, I really need to find out where this dude went with his bag. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'll have to leave it all up to you. Alright, sure, buddy. It's totally gonna be the girl standing outside of the sub-city, right? Oh, Mega Man, what's gonna happen to us? Is the legendary disaster gonna happen? Are we all gonna die? Well, I don't know. Right now, I'm looking for someone's lost money. So, you know, I'm dealing with the real important problems around here. What did you say again? Get out of my face! Huh? A man with a bag? I saw him. He went running by real fast. He even ran into me. Kept on going without even so much as a sorry. I was angry, so I put the bag and I dropped it in a trash can. Did you say you'd look for it? Well, it's over there. Why don't you go get it? Thank you. Have you found? Bag! Yeah, forgot I had to talk to him like 3 times. Oh man, we finally got his bag, so let us go and return it to him. I'll never get tired of this music. Flustered man appears to not be here. Maybe he's in with the inspector. Here he is. Wait, that bag. It looks like... What? You found it? Oh, thank you so much. I was frightened to death thinking about what my wife would do to me if she found out what had happened. As a reward, let me give you some of the money. What, you say you don't need any? Well, here, at least accept this as thanks. You got the arm supporter. That is probably used as one of the things I've got to make a new weapon, or a new part or something. We're counting on you. That's all you have to say. There's not much happening right now. Well, with that all out of the way, I believe for the time being that is it. With that, I do still want to get enough Zenny to get that energy upgrade on the Shining Laser. Trust me, it's worth it. But I'll probably grind for that off screen. Next time on Mega Man Legends, we are going to delve back into the main gate and see what lies beyond the central gate at the base of the spire. Till then, this has been Quiversee, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.